vocal and outspoken.
I will be damned if I will let that stop me from speaking.
Even if it means angering a local judge.
Are you worried about getting in trouble talking to us?
That's always a risk. That's always a risk. I am.
Why talk to us?
For the same reason that I talk about my land dispute on TikTok. And the reason is I believe it's important for the American people to know what their government is up to while it's happening.
Quick backstory.
It was really just about liability. I had some basic signs up to let them know that they were on private land.
Jefferson County is suing Teralyn Romero after she asserted property rights on a plot of land behind her recently purchased home. That land, next to a park, has a very popular creek where for 35 years, the Kittredge townspeople accessed the water. Romero blocked access because of crowds and trash.
The public was using my land as an extension of the park.
To most members in this community, this park is the heart of Kittredge.
As the government seeks to obtain the land through a process called adverse possession, Romero garnered a substantial sympathetic TikTok following. She shares surveys, maps, and calls out local people against her.
Why do I want to give a shout out to Anna? Because number one, she claims to be an expert. Number two, she can't read a map. And yet, she's gotten a whole community bought on to her version of who owns what. Shame on you, Anna.
That Anna, who we are not naming, filed a restraining order against Romero, claiming she felt threatened because of Romero's TikTok army. One commenter apparently asked for her address.
Even though I've never made any threats, I was blamed and held accountable for what my followers might do when they were commenting on my videos.
Romero says she was told by the judge to take down that video and another. That didn't stop her from making more videos.
Well, last week, the government decided it would flippantly infringe on my First Amendment rights because of my TikTok and because someone got their feelings hurt.
Anna is asking a judge to hold Romero in contempt of court for making more videos she claims incite more harassment.
Well, you know, the worst case scenario, I could be facing jail time.
Romero hired a First Amendment attorney who argues she never made any true threats and her speech is protected.
The basic First Amendment rule is that speech, even critical, offensive speech, is fully protected on social media.
Dr. Stephen Cantor is not Romero's attorney. He is Dean Emeritus and a First Amendment expert at the Lewis and Clark Law School in Oregon.
Now, on the other hand, if you make a post and people start making serious, true, actionable threats against the person you posted against, you become aware of that. You may have an obligation, certainly not to post anything else inflammatory.
The intent in mentioning her in my TikTok video wasn't to scare her or alarm her, and it certainly wasn't to enrage anyone. It was, you know, just a kind of a cheeky little thing that I did in the moment, just to, you know, let her know that I didn't forget that she was quite active in the land dispute, but I meant no harm by it.
A hearing over this contempt of court request is set for tomorrow in Clear Creek County. The woman who filed the restraining order against Romero declined to comment to 9 News through her attorney. As for the land dispute between Romero and Jefferson County, which is a whole other issue, that case goes to trial this May. So lots of attorneys now involved in this case.
This has a lot to do with social media and the bullhorn that you get. If you stood up on a soapbox 100 years ago or took out an ad in the paper and said these things, it might come and go.
You might get a few hundred people.
But now you can create turbulence.
She has 100,000 followers, and many of them are very sympathetic to her cause. And so, you know, on one hand, she's a pariah in the town of Kittredge because she blocked access to the land. She's not very well liked in the town, but online, she has a lot of support.
And she can continue to do it, as Tom said. You know, like when we think about the news stories we cover, sometimes regrettably, staffing and everything, we can't follow something like month after month after month. She can put something out every single day if she wants.
She shares her journey, she shares her maps, her surveys, and she shares her thoughts about what's going on with the land dispute. So all of that will come up in the court hearing tomorrow when it comes to the contempt of court case, and then there's, of course, the whole land dispute, which is quite separate from this.
Yeah, multifaceted.
Well, keep us posted.
Very connected, yeah.
The Kittredge soap opera.
I'm curious.
Yeah, it keeps going on.
There's a lot there. All right, Jeremy, thank you.